Welcome back to the channel. In this episode, we're going to be talking about the short story called The Impression, which takes place in the Dragon Lover's Guide to Pern. Before we do that, before we get into it, as always, please like, subscribe, turn on the notifications so you know when new videos are up. Leave a comment down below. I love hearing from you. Let me know what you think of this series, the videos, if there's anything that you want me to read and review or chat about. I love hearing from you, and I always respond back. Um, and spread the word. That always helps me out as well. Doing, doing this. I enjoy doing it, but at the same time, it helps knowing that you guys like these, and I appreciate your support. So, going into this short story, The Impression, it's from the perspective of Thalessin, who is the son of Flar and Lessa. And up to this point, he's been, at least in these Ninth Pass stories, he's been a very minor character. He's come in here and there. He's been more like Jackson's shadow, the Lord Holder of Ruata. So if you look at like the White Dragon, and you see when Jackson is younger in some of the earlier books, it's Thalessin who kind of shows him around the weir, and they look at the eggs of the queen, and then obviously the white goes to Jackson. So here we're looking at this from Thalessin's view, and he's standing on the sands, and just the sands are hot. They're standing there in bare feet, and he's just wondering, will I impress? I'm the son of the weir leader and the weir woman. Am I going to impress? And will I impress on the first try? And the first egg to hatch is a bronze, and he's thinking, could this be mine? And it isn't. It goes to a miner's kit. Then we see some blues and some greens. Miram impresses the green, and it's kind of like, how did that happen? Because it's not supposed to, even though there was a female that impressed a dragon back in the Third Pass books toward the end. So it's possible. So anyway, this is still going. Thalessin's, trying to just be patient, and one of the last eggs hatches, and it's this bronze gold, the way it's described. And to Thalessin, it's the perfect color. It seems to be the perfect bronze. And he's just thinking, is this one mine? And as the dragon is coming toward him, I mean, the wings are drying faster than the wings of the dragons that had hatched before his. The dragon's got a pretty good balance walking on his legs. And it does come down to that the point that the impression is made. And in that moment is when we is when we get the feeling of what the riders feel at the moment when him and Galanth impress. Usually in the books that have been covered up to now, impression's been very short, and it's usually from outside of that person that's impressing. It's usually from people that are in the stands, the bleachers, I guess you could say, the onlookers. There's not a whole lot from the perspective of those who impress, and this is one of the first ones that does. There is one in the Gift of Dragons, that talks about it from a female perspective of impression, and it's more like her hoping that her brother impresses more than her. That video is earlier on. If you want to check that one out, it's Ever the Twain. So this is the first one where you can see that it's coming from a character's viewpoint. And it's, like I said, it's coming from Flessen, who now will be going by Flessen. And even through The White Dragon, he's been, like I said, he's been a very minor character. So I'm not sure. I mean, there's still 2 short stories and 4 books to do. Whether Flessen will become more of a major character or not, I don't know. But yeah, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. I gave it a 4-star rating just because it was quick. It was like 11 pages. Yeah, it's 2-sided. It's double column, but it's really, really short. And I guess maybe with the whole idea of it being about the impression, I was expecting a bit more, and a little bit more than was delivered. I would recommend reading it if you're a Pern fan, because I think it's good to get all the bits that you can, all the stories that you can out of it. There's a nice illustration of a dragonette hatching out of an egg as well. So that was kind of cool to get the visual. But I just think that there could have been a bit more to it. And it just seemed a little rushed to me. And I mean, I know this is going into like a companion book, so Anne McCaffrey probably didn't want to spend too much time submitting a story to a companion book. But I mean, this is her universe. This is her world that she's created, and something as important as impressing is supposed to be, I would think should take its time. And I just felt that was kind of missing, and that's why I gave it the 4 stars. So, with that, again, please like, subscribe, turn on notifications so you know when new videos come on out. They're going to be coming out, especially with the short stories. I'll be doing those individually as well, so you'll know when they come out. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of the series, of the videos, whether there's a video or whether there's a book that you want me to read, or a series that you'd like me to read and review and comment on. I love hearing from you guys, and I always respond. Also, spread the word. It helps me out. It's free for you, helps me out, and I appreciate that. So, yeah, with that, until next time, God bless, and keep YouTube literate.